It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Chiefs and the Raiders, and it's coming up next.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store. As it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. Leading them out, a rookie who led Fresno State to a pair of 10-win seasons. Fourth-round pick, it's Jake Haener.
And this being the wild card round, he is the true wild card in this game because a rookie quarterback getting the start in the NFL postseason, that's not normal. That's a little bit on the unusual side. And there's plenty of guys who have gone into the playoffs after a very good regular season and have struggled. But there have been a few who played well. He wants to be in the latter list.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Is this crowd one of the best in the league? Especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Throwing is Hurts. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Hurts. That's taken in by Palmer. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this.
He's going to be sacked back in the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz lines up paying off. Hurts sets up to throw it. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
send the tight end in motion here. On second down, a run by Achane. And he'll get it out to midfield. It's a spot right in midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A give, running right, Achane. They find some open field here. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Play fake. It's Hainer. Steps away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. In motion goes the tight end. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the run. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of it. Here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Devon Achane punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders will strike first here, this wild card matchup. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it facing a second and long situation. Hurts. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier. He couldn't reel that one in.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 67 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. In motion left goes a tight end. Now Achane on 1st and 10. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. Up the middle, Achane. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Devon Achane with their 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 14-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
63.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Second and 12. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. On first and 10, it's Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just over a minute to play in half number 1. Eddie Pinheiro on now. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On first down, Haener. He lets one go deep for Addison. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He lets one go deep for Addison. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. Now this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Hurts. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. That one too wide and incomplete.
So far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Haener looking to throw it. Throw caught by Achane. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They'll throw now on the final play. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we're at halftime. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Second down. Here's Hurts. And a quick throw there. It is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 116 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Achane here, they stay on the ground. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That one a first down pickup of 8. In motion right is Jones. Running right, here's Achane. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A give left side, here's Achane. A solid stiff arm. That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
On the handoff, it's Achane. A gain of 3, second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Running left, Achane. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And they'll give this to Achane. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Hayner sets to throw it. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordan Addison from 3 yards out. And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And out come the Chiefs now. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coach, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is under pressure. They got him again. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the... He's got a man complete. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jordan Addison with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez, and they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there. Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, Achane. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
They did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. A short throw caught by Andrews, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6. That's taken in by Palmer. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. 2nd and 9. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Hurts throw into the hands of Andrews. He will go out right near the 35-yard line.
First down, Chiefs.
On first down, Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the Raiders have got him. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Hurts. And he is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Josh Palmer. 43 yards. And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Chiefs 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. He lets one go deep for Addison. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. Here's Haener. And he is going to have a Raiders first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. This is Achane. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. He lets one go deep for Addison. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QB is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
Charles Davis and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.